Welcome to the International Weightlifting Federation's online Youth World Cup. Weightlifters from the four corners of the world are competing today against each other in real time from their training centers, gyms, homes even, wherever they can find weights and a platform. I'm your host, Richard Mason, in Canada. This session features athletes in the men's 89 kilo C session. Let's meet those athletes. Representing Paraguay, we have Lucas Hera Ferreira. Representing Mauritius, Tushal Emrith. Representing Iceland, Brynjar Magnusson. Representing Finland, Sakori Paitarinen. Representing Australia, Max Toller. And representing Saudi Arabia, Mahdi Zaki Al-Ismail. Those are the six athletes. Now the referees for this session. Representing Romania, Georgeta Ion. Representing South Africa, Gardencia Duploy. And representing Ecuador, Jose Enriquez Alarcon. Our reserve referee is Doris Marrero from Venezuela. She will only judge the lift if any of our referees have technical difficulties. This event is hosted by the Peruvian Weightlifting Federation. It's a replacement. We all were supposed to be gathered together this week in Lima for the IWF Youth World Championships. But because of the situation in the world, we can't all get together in real life, so we're all getting together here online. The goal here is to promote real, live, and worldwide participation of the athletes from the safest place they can find, their homes, their gyms, wherever. Each lifter has one camera set up and will be performing their lifts, the snatch, and the clean and jerk at their chosen location. The time has come for our lifting. 60 kilos is being placed on a bar in Mauritius. The athlete, Tushal Emrith, first attempt.
60 kilos para el primer intento de Tushal Emrith, de Mauritius.
Our first lift is a good lift. Emrith, 60 kilos.
Ejercicio válido para el primer intento del atleta de Mauritius.
Off to Australia. 90 kilos on the bar. Max Toller Mares, first attempt in the snatch.
Primer intento para el atleta de Australia con 90 kilogramos.
Good lift, Toller Mares, Australia.
Ejercicio válido para el atleta australiano.
Next athlete is calling for 93 kilos. Representing Saudi Arabia, Mahdi Zaki Al-Ismail, first attempt.
93 kilos para el primer intento de Mahdi Al-Ismail, de Arabia Saudita.
No lift for Al-Ismail of Saudi Arabia at 93 kilos.
Intento nulo para el primer intento del representante saudí.
100 kilos is the request. Representing Paraguay, Lucas Hera Ferreira.
Primer intento para Lucas Jara Ferreira del Paraguay.
A good lift in Paraguay.
Ejercicio válido para el atleta paraguayo.
Next athlete calling for the same weight, representing Iceland, Brynjar Magnusson, first attempt.
Primer intento para el representante de Islandia, Brynjar Magnusson.
Magnusson's lift is a good one. Good lift.
Ejercicio válido el primer intento para el atleta de Islandia.
Now, more weight. We're going to 108 kilos for the final attempt of the first round of the snatch. It belongs to Sakari Paitarainen.
Finlandés.
And that's a good lift to close out round number 1 for Finland.
Primer intento válido para el atleta finlandés.
Now, with this competition, we are working in a round system as opposed to the traditional way that one would run a weightlifting competition. That means that each athlete and coach has until the beginning of the next round to make all of their alterations and changes for the next attempt. Once we get into that attempt, we start at the lightest weight and we move to a heavier amount. Our next athlete right now is calling for 65 kilos, but that could change as the round amendments have not yet closed. They have now closed 65 kilos on the bar, representing Mauritius. Tushal Emrith, second attempt.
Segundo intento para el atleta de Mauritius. Segunda tentativa para él.
That is a no lift for Emrith of Mauritius at 65 kilos. 93 kilos now. Mahdi Zaki Al-Ismail, Saudi Arabia, second attempt.
Segundo intento para el atleta de Arabia Saudita, 93 kilos.
That's a good lift for Mahdi Zaki Al-Ismail, Saudi Arabia.
Ejercicio válido para el atleta saudí, segundo intento.
Our next athlete is calling for 95 kilos, 2 kilos more. Representing Australia, Max Toller.
Segundo intento con 95 kilos para Max Toller, de Australia.
Good lift, Max Toller, 95 kilos, second attempt. Moving on now.
Para el atleta australiano.
My apologies, Gustavo. Moving on now, 105 kilos now. In Paraguay, second attempt. Lucas Jara Ferreira.
Segundo intento con 105 kilos para Lucas Jara Ferreira del Paraguay.
Majority says good lift. Jara Ferreira.
Ejercicio válido para el atleta paraguayo.
Next weight is 105 kilos, following the pattern. Brynjar Magnusson, 105 kilos, second attempt.
Segundo intento, 105 kilos para el atleta de Islandia, Magnusson.
Good lift, Magnusson, 105 kilos.
Ejercicio válido para el atleta de Islandia, 105 kilos.
Next athlete, representing Finland, 109 kilos on the bar, 109 kilos. Sakari
Excuse me, it should be 112 kilos. I have announced that kilogram.
No lift by Tarinen of Finland, 109.
Intento nulo para el atleta finlandés.
We're in our 30-second break between the second round of the snatch and the third round of the snatch. Normally at a weightlifting competition, we will have a 10-minute break between the snatch and the clean and jerk. Because this is a small session with only 6 athletes, they do need a certain amount of time to prepare. So in this rare instance, we are going to make sure that everyone knows, all the athletes, all the coaches, everyone watching on the worldwide interweb, that we will be taking a 15-minute break between the snatch number 3 and clean and jerk number 1. The time has expired on the time for changes. We're now moving on to round 3, 65 kilos, representing Mauritius, Tushal Emrith.
65 kilos para el tercer y último intento de Tushal Emrith, de Mauritius.
Dale, Tushal.
That's a good lift for Emrith at 65 kilos. Next athlete, representing Australia, 100 kilos on the bar for Max Toller. Toller's lift is a good lift at 100 kilos.
Ejercicio válido para el tercer y último intento del atleta australiano.
Next athlete calling for 1 kilo more, representing Saudi Arabia, Mahdi Zaki Al Ismail, third attempt.
Para el representante de Arabia Saudita, 101 kilos, tercer y último intento, ya corre su tiempo.
No lift for Al Ismail at 101 kilos.
Intento nulo para el atleta saudí.
Let's add 8 more kilos. And jet off to Paraguay for Lucas Jara Ferreira, 109 kilos, third attempt in the snatch.
Tercer y último intento para el representante de Paraguay, Lucas Jara Ferreira, 109 kilos.
El micrófono.
No lift for Lucas Hera Ferreira of Paraguay, 109 kilos.
Intento nulo para el atleta paraguayo.
Next athlete is also calling for 109 kilos, representing Finland, Sakari Paitarinen.
Tercer y último intento para el atleta Sakari de Finlandia.
No lift for Finland at 109 kilos.
Intento nulo para el atleta finlandés.
Still in Scandinavia, 110 kilos now, representing Iceland, Brynjar Magnusson, third attempt.
Tercer y último intento para el atleta de Islandia, Magnusson, 110 kilos.
A good up-close view of Magnusson's good lift, 110 kilos.
Ejercicio válido para el atleta de Islandia.
We're going to take a 15-minute break before we return with the clean and jerk with these athletes. Checking the scoreboard so far, Magnusson's lift at 110 kilos was obviously the best lift we saw. 105 kilos was the best for Yara Ferreira Lucas. That places him in approximately third position. The 108 kilos made on the first attempt by Sakari Paitarinen of Finland places him in second position. We also have athletes of Toller with Australia going 3 for 3. He's at 100 kilos. Al Ismail of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is at 93 kilos so far. And we have Emrith of Mauritius with 65 kilos being his best lift achieved on his third attempt. We're going to take a look at some of the highlights of what you've seen so far in this 89 kilo C session. And then we will also learn a little bit more about our host, Peru, with more sights and sounds of the South American country. This is the IWF Online Youth World Cup Men's 89 Kilo C session. Back with more lifting in a few minutes' time.
¿Te acuerdas de los Juegos Lima 2019? Juntos hicimos de estos Juegos una verdadera fiesta. Gracias a que los peruanos ya pensamos distinto, sacando todo adelante.
Los más grandes Juegos Panamericanos de la historia.
Hemos hecho unos lindos juegos, hemos triunfado. ¿Qué viene?
Presentamos Legado. Porque el Perú no puede parar. Esto no acaba aquí, nos merecemos mucho más. Por eso, este legado lo llevamos al hombro para poder seguir en el juego. Ya lo venimos trabajando con mucha energía y aprovechando todo lo aprendido. Los juegos habrán terminado, pero hay mucho camino por recorrer. Tenemos la responsabilidad de seguir transmitiendo todos nuestros valores, que nos servirán de impulso para hacer cosas mucho más grandes de lo que imaginamos, demostrando al mundo de lo que somos capaces. Cuidaremos todo lo que tenemos para poder tener el futuro que queremos, porque estamos convencidos de que la mejor inversión siempre serán las personas, y ese es el legado que verdaderamente importa, el que traspasa vidas. Así, podemos trascender en la sociedad, la ciudad y la reactivación económica. Solo necesitamos tu compromiso.
El estar siempre unidos para seguir avanzando.
Legado, seguimos jugando.
Welcome back to the IWF Online Youth World Cup. This is the men's 89 kilo C session. We've already seen 3 lifts apiece from our 6 athletes in the snatch portion of this section. We will now move on to the clean and jerk portion of this session. Once again, our leader after the snatch with 110 kilos is Magnusson of Iceland. He is followed by Paitainen of Finland with 108 kilos, and at 105 kilos is Lucas Hara Ferreira of Paraguay. 75 kilos on the bar. This is attempt number 1 in the clean and jerk, representing Mauritius, Tushal Emrith.
Primer intento de envión con 75 kilos para Tushal Emrith. de Mauritius.
No lift for Emirates at 75 kilos.
Intento nulo para el primer intento del atleta de Mauritius.
Next athlete calling for 107 kilos, Mahdi Zaki Al Ismail, Saudi Arabia, first attempt in the clean and jerk.
107 kilos para el primer intento de Mahdi Al Ismail de Arabia Saudita.
That's a good lift for Al Ismail and Saudi Arabia.
Ejercicio válido para el atleta saudí.
Next athlete calling for 115 kilos, representing Australia, Max Toller.
Primer intento para el representante australiano Toller.
Good lift for Max Toller, 115 kilos.
Ejercicio válido para el primer intento del atleta australiano con 115 kilos.
Two athletes calling for 120 kilos. Up first, Lucas Jara Ferreira of Paraguay, first attempt in the clean and jerk.
120 kilos para el primer intento para Ferreira del Paraguay. Primer intento para él.
Yeah, we'll see. Trying to get to
No lift for Lucas Jara Ferreira of Paraguay.
Intento nulo para el atleta paraguayo.
Next athlete is calling for 120 kilos, representing Iceland, Brynjar Magnusson.
120 kilos para el primer intento de Brynjar Magnusson de Islandia.
A good lift for Magnusson of Iceland.
Ejercicio válido para el atleta de Islandia.
Final attempt of round one of the clean and jerk belongs to Finland. Sakari Paitarinen, Finland, first attempt, 130 kilos.
Primer intento con 130 kilos para el atleta finlandés.
Liku. Oh, no.
Good lift, Patarnanen of Finland.
Ejercicio válido para el atleta finlandés. Primer intento.
30 seconds now for the athletes and the coaches to make their adjustments to attempt number 2 in the clean and jerk. Now, not all the traditional rules are being utilized. Records set during this event are not accepted by the International Weightlifting Federation, and the athletes' totals cannot be used to qualify for other events. There are a number of rules that have changed. We're all seeing the lifts from one perspective, a camera, where normally we'd have different referees a few meters apart, as well as a jury behind them. There's no jury, so there's no challenge cards, there's no reversals. There will be an awards ceremony at the end of the A session for this weight class. 80 kilos on the bar now. This is the beginning of round 2 of the clean and jerk. Tushal Emrith, Mauritius, second attempt.
Para Tushal Emrit de Mauritius, segundo intento con 80 kilogramos.
Good lift for Tushal Emrith of Mauritius, 80 kilos.
Ejercicio válido para el atleta de Mauritius.
Next athlete is calling for 116 kilos. Representing Saudi Arabia, Madi Zaki Al Ismail.
116 kilos para el segundo intento del atleta de Arabia Saudita.
No lift, Al Ismail, Saudi Arabia, 116 kilos.
Intento nulo para el atleta saudí.
Now 120 kilos. In Australia, Max Toller, second attempt in the clean and jerk.
Segundo intento para el atleta australiano Toller, 120 kilos para él.
Toller's lift is a good lift, 120 kilos.
Ejercicio válido para el atleta australiano.
Next up, 130 kilos. Lucas Harafaera, Paraguay, second attempt.
Segundo intento con 130 kilos para Lucas Jara Ferreira del Paraguay.
Okay.
No lift for Lucas Harafaera at 130 kilos.
Intento nulo para el atleta paraguayo.
130 kilos, still the weight. Brynjar Magnusson, Iceland, second attempt in the clean and jerk.
130 kilos para el segundo intento de Magnusson de Islandia.
That's a good lift for Magnuson, 130 kilos.
Ejercicio válido para el último intento del atleta Islandia.
One final attempt in round 2 of the clean and jerk. Sakari Paitainen, Finland, second attempt.
Para el atleta finlandés, ya corre su tiempo.
Irrotushuolella.
No lift at 135 kilos.
Intento nulo para el representante finlandés.
This concludes round number 2 of the clean and jerk for these athletes. Round number 3 is 30 seconds away. This is their last opportunity to fine-tune the numbers that they want to put them in the best position to compete against the athletes in the B session and the A sessions, which are both still to come. Right now, our leader with a 130 kilo clean and jerk, we have a tie between Magnuson and Paitainen. Paitainen lifted it first, so he would be in first position in the clean and jerk. Toller in third with 120. Now, 85 kilos on the bar, representing Mauritius. Third attempt in the clean and jerk, Tushal Emrith.
85 kilos para el tercer y último intento de Tushar Emrith de Mauritius.
That is a no lift for Emrith at 85 kilos.
Intento nulo para el atleta de Mauritius.
120 kilos now. Mahdi Zaki Al-Ismail, Saudi Arabia. Third attempt in the clean and jerk.
120 kilos para el último intento del representante de Arabia Saudita.
No lift, Al-Ismail, 120 kilos.
Intento nulo para el atleta saudí.
125 kilos. Representing Australia, Max Toller, third and final attempt in the clean and jerk.
125 kilos para el atleta australiano Toller, su tercer y último intento.
Follow Max, straight back up. Where's the top? Got it.
45 seconds. Good lift for Toller in Australia, 125 kilos, a 6 for 6 performance.
Ejercicio válido para el atleta australiano que realizó válidos sus 6 movimientos, 3 de arranque y 3 de envión.
Next athlete calling for 134 kilos, representing Paraguay, Lucas Jara Ferreira.
Tercer y último intento para el atleta de Paraguay, 134 kilos, Lucas Jara Ferreira.
No lift in Paraguay at 134 kilos.
Intento nulo para el atleta paraguayo.
Jara Ferreira finishes without a total. He had a best snatch of 105, but no clean and jerk, so he gets no total. Next athlete representing Iceland, Brynjar Magnusson. Third attempt, 135 kilos.
135 kilos para el último intento de Magnusson de Islandia.
No lift, Magnusson, 135 kilos.
Intento nulo para el último intento del atleta de Islandia.
Final attempt of the clean and jerk belongs to Sakari Paitanen of Finland, 135 kilos.
135 kilos para el tercer y último intento del representante finlandés.
Irrotusvuorolla!
No lift at 135 kilos for Sakari.
Último intento nulo para el representante de Finlandia.
This concludes the lifting portion of the men's 89 kilo C session at the IWF Online Youth World Cup. Taking a look at our scoreboard, the best athlete total overall here is Brynjar Magnusson with a total of 240 kilos, 110 in the snatch, 130 with the clean and jerk. Followed close behind is the 238 kilos posted by Paitanen of Finland, with 108 in the snatch, and then matching the 130 in the clean and jerk. After that, we have 225 kilos from Max Toller of Australia. Saudi Arabia's Mahdi Zaki Al-Ismail has put up a 200 kilo total, 93 and 107. Tushal Emrith of Mauritius, 65 and 80 for a 145 total. And although he did pretty well in the snatch with 105 kilos on his second attempt, Lucas Jara Ferreira of Paraguay only gets the snatch number 105, and without a qualifying clean and jerk, he has no total. We're going to take a look at some of the highlights of this session, and then we're working on our next session where we'll be back here. Please join us. We're going to close out with some of the highlights, and then we'll be back with the 71 kilo B women's session starting in approximately 40 minutes time. Thanks for watching. This is the IWF Online Youth World Cup, and we'll leave you with some highlights.